subscribe, comment and share. Turn on those post notifications, stay lit with my content. Now guys, come follow me. Hey fam, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jazz. Now before we get into it, we're going to introduce you to my baby. I'm here guys, so it's my baby.
How you doing? I'm Big C.
So, you know, before we do this, we've got to like, subscribe, comment, share, turn on those post notifications to stay lit with my content. Now guys, we are going to do a Q&A. We've been drinking, so it's going to be a bit fun. Hopefully not too long for you guys. But yeah, are you ready to get into it?
Ready as I ever could be.
All right, so we have questions that I have looked on TikTok, and it was questions that was random, so yeah, we're gonna do that. But if you want questions rolling around us, let us know and we'll definitely do a part 2 to this if you want to. But I'm gonna get through this one first. What was your first impression of me when you first saw me at the airport? First impression.
Well, I was so nervous, but as soon as she smiled at me, it's like took everything out of me. Like, all right, this is real. I was excited.
You excited?
Yeah.
So when I first saw Big C coming through the doors and I was waiting there, I was like nervous. When I first saw him, I was like, yeah, this is definitely real. Like, you know what I mean? It's like he looked different from FaceTime in real life. That like there was a difference, but the feeling was the same. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is something small that makes you feel loved?
That you do?
Yeah.
Or that is what?
Something that I do. Something that I do that makes you feel loved.
That makes you feel loved. It makes me feel loved.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of like when we've been talking, it's been on the phone, right? So one thing that I loved about Big C was that when I felt like overwhelmed or when I felt like sad about something, but I didn't say it. I didn't even tell him. I didn't even tell you or anything like that. But you saw it. You just instantly just called me. Like you didn't care. You just instantly just called me and was like, "Baby, you okay?" And like even though like I kept saying to you, no, it's fine. I'm fine, blah blah. But you was like, you still felt like you just wanted to like still be there to like make sure that I'm okay. You didn't want to come off the phone until like you know that I was like actually okay, not like saying to you like I was okay. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I felt like I was seen before I had to say anything. I didn't need to say it.
It's funny because it's the same thing with me. Like she can always tell when something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She can always see that I'm in deep in thought. If something's going on in my head, like if I'm just going through too much stuff, she can always just feels it. She knows when to tell me when I'm not like when I'm too angry. Just calm down for a second.
Mm-hmm. Like you know, with me, I'm very like inquisitive. I see certain things, and that's the same thing like yourself. Like you see things that maybe I haven't maybe mentioned, or we don't speak about much or whatever. But because we are very much like people that we watch. And we take it in and we just watch our surroundings and blah blah. But when it comes to someone, I guess anyway, when it comes to someone that we really like, we watch them a bit more closely, not in a negative way, but like a bit more of like, I'm paying attention. Like I want to make sure that this person's all right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What something you are genuinely surprised to find out about me?
How much of a genuine sweetheart you are. No, genuinely. Especially from where we just came from. And like, you know, knowing a lot of like guys that we know and the people that you hang out with, I wouldn't expect you to be, I'm not saying they're all like, do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't expect you to be an actual like genuine like nice guy.
Yeah.
I guess like, you know, you've been through like, you know, me and you've been through like toxic situations. That's like one thing that just struck me, that you're not toxic towards me. You're not like hurtful towards me. You take after like one or two conversations, but like when I say 1 or 2 conversations, I mean as in like we can have a whole conversation, and after like me talking to him and him like listening, or vice versa, he takes in my feelings into consideration, and like changes the situation from it being, oh, I'm so angry, I'm just like I need to just to being like, you know what, babe, like I understand what you're saying. And sometimes as a man, it's so hard, I feel like, from seeing it from outside perspective, whatever. Being a man that is, I guess, constantly probably having his own way. I don't know, maybe having your own way all the time.
Yeah, sometimes.
That like maybe it's hard to like not take it in that maybe someone else is like feeling some type of way, but the fact that you had just you change your course on how you feel as soon as I tell you like I'm not feeling it, this is not for me, I don't like the situation, like this is making me upset, that you just change it, that you just change.
You gotta grow.
And it's surprising for me because I haven't been in a I've said this multiple times before, but I haven't been in an older relationship before.
You haven't been in an older relationship, but you've been in enough relationships to know what you want and how you see it.
Know what I want, yeah. But knowing what I want, and then for a man to take on that and to accept it and actually want the same things, and to be able to be like, I hear you. So just like, I heard what you're saying. Because I hear you, I'm taking it in, and I'm going to, like, you know, I wouldn't say necessarily change your ways, but I'm taking into consideration of how you're feeling about this. I'm changing the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, it's nice to hear. It's nice to hear it. It's also nice to see the action than rather just being said.
Well, one thing I noticed about her that was genuine, says she's always helping and caring for all her friends. She's always trying to do something for somebody, always trying to talk to them, make sure they're all right. She's always constantly seeing if her girls are okay, seeing if they're problems, like if they have any problems. She could read them to tell that she can know when somebody's not feeling good, so she's right away asking them, making sure they're okay. So it's like, I like that. I like the way she checks on me.
What's a weird habit I have that you secretly find adorable?
Oh my gosh, she's trying to mimic my accent.
You're hilarious.
She's trying to mimic my accent. She's trying to take my little words. She's trying to sound like me a little bit. You heard?
That's a weird habit that I do.
Uh-huh.
It's a habit?
Yeah, it is a habit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What's my weird habit? I might got a few.
That you shouldn't be like me. No, I feel like sometimes you can like, I haven't said it to you before. I want to say it to you now, but like I wouldn't say it's a habit. But it might be because it happen. It happens a lot. But like we can be in conversation, and then next minute you zone out. But the way you zone out isn't like you're zoning out for me. It don't feel like it for me anyway. It's like I can see the process of what you're thinking, but I don't know what it is. But I know there's a process, and it's like I can see like a book forming of you just like writing out everything you need to do, but there's so much of it. And then like I don't know if you notice, but like sometimes when you see that I look at you, you just kind of like, it feels like you just melt. And you do it all the time. All the time. I love it. When was the last time I gave you butterflies?
Well, the biggest butterflies is when I stepped off the truck to come get you for the first time. Last time I gave me butterflies was like 2 mornings ago when we was laying in the bed together. We was talking.
But that's when you like notice this is like real.
You know, just the last time you gave me butterflies. I know you made me feel crazy that morning.
The last time you gave me butterflies was when like you said that you wanted to see me. Like, actually no, that's the first time. That's not last time, but that's the first time. Like, when you say when someone says to you, especially when you, like in a long distance relationship and you're just speaking to them for a long time and whatever, and you're constantly thinking like to yourself like, oh, does this person really want to see you? You're just talking. And it's like, you know, weeks go by, months go by, days go by, and you're thinking, all right, but okay, do you actually want to meet me for real? And then when he said to me, you know what, I got you. We'll pay for my ticket. And I was like, okay, all right. I felt nervous. I was like, shit, okay, this is actually happening. And then the process of like, all right, me knowing the date, me knowing when this is gonna happen, and by the time it gets there, like, are we actually gonna work out? Because we see so many couples on the site that we're on the app we're on. We go through, you know, we go through a lot of like couples that we're friends with, and they go through so many situations that we think to ourselves. I mean, like maybe we don't, because the way we deal with our situation, the way if we have a disagreement or there's something that's going on the app, we don't necessarily voice it on the app. When it's to do with like me and him, if we have an argument or something or disagreement or any type of situation, we will like have it off the app before we do it on the app. You know what I mean?
Talk about it between us before anybody has to be talking about our business. So
like when that conversation of like, oh yeah, you know, I want to see you, all right, and then from that time to the day that the ticket was bought, in my mind I was thinking, all right, I have a lot of faith in him that this is going to happen. And in that time, I was like, okay, it's getting closer and closer and closer. I was getting excited because I don't know what it was. I had so much trust in you, and I had so much like faith that this was going to happen. It wasn't just like everyone was telling me, oh, there was people obviously in my ear saying to me like, oh, this is not going to happen and blah, blah. And then there was other people in my ear, a lot more people were saying that it was going to happen, you know. And I'm still getting to know you, and you're still getting to know me. So me having full faith that this was going to happen, and there was no like, you know.
I do.
And the last time he gave me butterflies was when I definitely first saw you.
Mm-hmm.
When you literally walked through those doors.
She spotted me first too.
How do you feel being with someone that doesn't have kids and they're in their 30s?
Well, first, it's, sometimes surprising seeing somebody that don't have kids by a certain age, but I'm actually happy to meet somebody that I could start something brand new with. I have one son, but I want to start a family with somebody that's not into a bunch of nonsense like I've been in a little bit. But I see that, she's ready for a family too, so it's like we gotta work things out. And I'm actually with it, She needs, we just gotta take our time before we get there and get to know each other a little more. Do you see a long term with us?
Yeah. I don't even need to think about that one. It's crazy. I feel like I need to stress this out, by the way, guys. This is not, it's not faint heart. It's not a situation that a lot of people want to be in. Especially as it is an overseas relationship. Obviously I'm from the UK and he's from the US, and that's where we are right now. So this is like the first encounter. This is the start of like something. And I guess we'll only know how we fully feel about each other and see how like crazy it's going to feel when I go back home.
Yeah, we get that little separation again.
Because like you can be missing someone because obviously you haven't spoken to them in a couple hours, yeah. But when you've met someone and fully been in their company, and bear in mind I'm here for 2 weeks, and 2 weeks is actually quite a long time to be with someone that you have never met before. So like for me, I always have faith in something that I see in a healthy respect, and I haven't been in a healthy relationship for a very long time. So, and I've had so much faith in this relationship, in this situation, with him, with everything. And why am I gonna stop now? Why am I gonna just think this is hard work? You know what I mean? Because I know we're both like open-minded people. We both understand that things gonna take some time. We both come from situations that, are very different from each other. And we see things.
Two different cultures.
Yeah, two different cultures. We see things differently, but we also see those same things at the same time when we have a conversation and we understand. And we're both ready for what is to come. It's not like we're just going into this and thinking, all right, whenever it happens, it happens. Like, I feel like it is that, but it's not at the same time. Yeah, I believe we will last a very long time. And I want this to be our last relationship. I want this to be my last relationship.
What is something that you need from me that you're not currently getting?
I can't answer that. I mean, honestly, I can't answer that until I've left. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we would only be able to see how that person truly is after you've been with that person. We've been speaking for 2 months, and then I've come along for 2 weeks. By the time I come back, it'll be 3 months. And then after that, like, we've spoken for so long, We fell asleep on the phone. We've spoken about so many situations, and then I'm gonna go, and then like it could go either way. It could be like he's already had me, so what makes him want to still be around me and still have me? You know what I mean? That's the only downsides of like when you're thinking about things. Same like vice versa, like for me, as in I already had you, already been with you. What makes you think that I'm still gonna be with you after I've left? You know what I mean? But I feel like we're grown people. If we're in a difficult situation, we feel strongly about something that is negative. I feel like we will talk about it.
Yeah, as you guys know, being with us starting a relationship, it's really nothing I can say that I really want you to do, or I'm asking you that I'm not getting. I can honestly say that since we've been talking, you've been considerate for what I say or what I don't like, and for the most part, everything's been good.
What's your favorite memory of us together that always makes you smile? You?
Go
on. This is me asking you a question and then I answer after.
So she's waiting for me to answer. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is when I think I finally realized she was feeling me on the app. Like, we were finally, like, one day, and she just came out and was like, babe. Looked up. She's talking to me, isn't she? She's like, yeah, you. I'm like, yeah, me? Like, say it again. Like when we say it in that accent.
You love my accent. What the hell?
I love it.
What's my favorite memory of us together that always makes me smile? Generally waking up and seeing you there. Like, this is a memory for every time, every single day. Like, on the phone and in real life. Now I can say it in real life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, genuinely, in my mind, I'm always thinking if I ever did that with someone, they would never stay on the phone or their battery would die.
I might have to take it back. I might have to take mine back too, because I think the first time that we was on a live that she fell asleep on, she realized that she still with me all night on the phone. She didn't realize till she woke up, and she was just giggly after that. Right?
Mm-hmm. I remember that day. I remember that day a lot. And I guess when I woke up, I was super shocked to see you there still. Not as because like, oh, it's just because I don't expect, you know what I mean? I don't expect like a guy to just sit there and wait. And then his response when I said like, oh baby, you're still here. He's like, yeah, because I don't want to leave you by yourself. I was like, that was crazy. All right, I have a question for you. Mm-hmm. How does it make you feel when you see me sad?
Well, when I see you sad, I can tell right away. I can feel it. I don't like to see you sad. I always want to see you smile. But it's like, I feel like something's hurting me when you're sad. I see it in your eyes sometimes. They're not happy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, making me feel soft. Making me feel soft. Come on. Yeah?
Yeah. 1 second, baby. All right. Well, Wait. All right, guys. So we're gonna leave this right here. But if you do want a part 2, let us know, and we will be very much accommodating. because I know everyone loves couples videos, especially on YouTube. So we're gonna leave it here from me and my baby. But still continues watching this vlog and still watching the vlogs that are coming. There's way more to come. Anyway, until then, please like, subscribe, comment, share, turn on post notifications to stay lit with more content and our content. Guys, peace.
Peace.